At one point, you were pregnant by Jay?
Yes, I had a miscarriage. But the beef had started way before the songs dropped.
Child, when I tell y'all Jay-Z's been having it rough as F these past few days, better believe it, because with Carmen Bryan's recent leaks and update, the internet about to have a field day with this one. Y'all, it is making all the rounds on the timeline because Carmen Bryan, who once dated both Nas and Jay-Z, has stepped forward, revealing some rather shocking details, and according to close sources, Jay-Z made her drop her baby? I don't know, y'all, but in light of the recent legal drama Jay-Z's been involved in, Carmen Bryan's interview with DJ Vlad has been resurrected, and we got a lot of stuff to unpack, so let's just get into it. So Jay-Z has not been having such a swell time since the 8th of October, 2024, because it's been one allegation to another, and now Carmen Bryan is joining the train. Jay-Z has moved from the 13-year-old allegation to his love child, Ramir, still on his neck, to Blue Ivy, to Beyonce changing her last name, and now Carmen Bryan pops out of nowhere? Talk about messy, messy, messy. If he ain't guilty, I feel bad for the man, but if he is, well, I guess he's just getting what he deserves. But like I was saying, Carmen Bryan has stepped into the picture again, and she might not be a known name for this generation, but Carmen Bryan was the woman who single-handedly led to one of the biggest feuds between two of the biggest hip-hop and rap icons in the world, Nas and Jay-Z. Now, y'all, if y'all thought Kendrick and Drake's beef was solid and deep, it was nowhere close to the drama Nas and Jay were involved in, and cause of what? A woman named Carmen.
The beef between the two of them?
Well, here's my question. If I wasn't, then what was? That's the question I have to everybody, because everyone seems to ask me that question, and I'm the only one who has the answer to it.
Okay.
If you ask Nas, if you ask Jay-Z, they're never going to answer that question.
So what is your answer to this?
I'm the reason why they had
Okay, was
that
there a
beef.
specific...
Now, according to Carmen, she and Nas were having issues in their relationship, and at the time, Jay-Z was her best friend before it became something more, and around the time she stopped living with Nas, that same period, she began to get entangled with Jay-Z.
The next day, Nas and I got into like some big fight, and he pissed me off. And so I just thought, let me call Jay-Z.
Okay.
Although she has clarified that she was definitely not dating Nas when she was fooling around with Jay-Z, they were still going back and forth like lovers who freshly broke up do. And I get that, but that fooling around with Jay-Z, that was what messed Nas up.
I shipped all of my things to LA. I moved. I packed Destiny and I up. We were already out. So when that came about, Nas and I were not together. We were not in a relationship. We were still going back and forth like couples do who immediately break up. You know, we were still seeing each other. It wasn't like the relationship was, completely null and void. That's difficult. You know what I mean? It takes a little bit of time to get over someone you've been in a relationship with for a decade. So I'm not going to say we weren't still intimate and seeing each other, but we weren't living together, and we were not in a relationship.
According to Carmen, it was less about cheating, if y'all want to call it that, and more about who she was cheating with. Nas was more upset about the fact that she was moving with someone who did the same genre of music as he did, and if maybe she was moving with some rando, he was going to be fine. And child, I get Nas on that, because why you moving on with my peers? It was grounds for disrespect, and disrespect did he get. The diss track started coming in bits by bits. Jay-Z was throwing in some subtle jabs at Nas, and Nas was taking shots at Jay-Z, but it got wicked from here.
Again, Jay-Z is a very subliminal type. You know what I mean? He throws little... See, me, I don't throw shade.
Jay-Z finally put the feud between him and Nas in the open with his song Takeover, which hinted that he had romantically been involved with someone who was special to Nas. And y'all, that special person was Carmen. Cause see, Carmen wasn't just Nas's love, she was the mother of his daughter, and she held such a high place in his life. And y'all can guess what happened next. Nas decided to fire back at Jay-Z with his song Ether, which still goes down as a really scathing diss song. One fans considered to have made him win the rap battle, but Nas didn't win that battle on his own.
I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow him to belittle Nas anymore. Like, I'm the only person on the planet that could belittle this nigga. I'm not letting anybody else have that opportunity. And so I just,
According to Carmen, she helped Nas win, because at the time, she knew Jay-Z the most, knew his insecurities and his weak points, and she did not want Jay-Z belittling Nas anymore with all the subtle jabs he was throwing. So she called Nas and gave away Jay-Z's intimate moments.
And I just basically told him, listen, if you want to win this case, you're going to have to go this route. Because I knew what type of person Jay-Z was. Jay-Z's very, he can be insecure. He has a little bit of low self-esteem in certain areas. And he's sensitive. And I kind of knew what areas, we all have sensitivities. We all have, things about us that we don't necessarily want the public to know about. And I told Nas, this is your opportunity to do whatever you need to do, but you have to do it all in one song.
And then that became Ether.
And that became Ether. I told Nas everything that transpired between Jay-Z and I so that he could write the song consciously knowing what could come back as far as, a rebuttal.
I know all's fair in rap battles, but don't y'all think that was going out of line? Jay-Z responded with his own diss track, going as far as bringing up Carmen and Nas's kid into the mix, which was a no-no situation for Carmen and the people of the world at the time. But speaking about children, it gets messier for Jay-Z, because Carmen revealed that she got pregnant for Jay-Z before the rap battle became such an official battle.
On the other end.
At one point, you were pregnant by Jay?
Yes, I had a miscarriage.
Okay, this is before the whole
This is
takeover.
this is like before
According to her, she was still in the first trimester, still in the first 3 months, and she miscarried. But like I said, this interview got some resurrection and light with all the drama. And fans have been asking, did Carmen really miscarry or did Jay-Z make her drop the baby? What do y'all think? Because I got no opinions, but according to word on the street, Jay-Z had forced her to drop the baby, and they both had agreed to play it off as a miscarriage, so to not draw attention, but I don't know, y'all. I am just reporting what the timeline is saying. It also don't help that Carmen said Jay-Z knew nothing about her being pregnant till she miscarried, and I kind of find that hard to believe, especially because she said Jay-Z was her best friend.
I told him after the
Oh, you
fact.
told him after
I told him
the
after
miscarriage.
the
Okay,
fact.
so he didn't even know.
No, I
Okay.
told him after the fact.
How your best friend don't know he got a baby with you till you miscarried? Cap or nah? I don't know, y'all.
You're friends with Jay-Z, and then at one point it turns romantic.
After a year.
After a year.
After about a year and some change. You know, as things change.
But going back to the feud, Nas's ethers scattered the game, declaring him the winner by the public jury, but the battle and diss tracks didn't stop for more years to come, even up to 2018. But fans have been wondering why Jay got a thing for people's women. I mean, remember Damon Dash spoke about Jay-Z trying to take Aaliyah, so the question is on everyone's lips as well. But I want to know what y'all think. As usual, the internet been buzzing like this user who said, see, this the problem with having children with certain females. Just because you're not together doesn't mean you still can't make the father of your child look bad. Another user said, why Jay-Z always trying to take somebody's girl? He has major insecurities, big nose.